Good morning, children. Today we will start new chapter, that is of physics. New chapter is your force and laws of motion. Now you can see, children, here this is a book. What I did, applied force. Now what I did, applied force. That is, I just pushed it. I pulled it. So what happened when I pushed it? Started moving. So this pull or push applied on an object. Push or pull. We pull the door to come inside or go outside. So anything, push or pull applied on a body is what I said. What is force? Force is push or pull applied on an object is called as force. Push or pull, which is applied on body. Now, what happens when we apply force? That is effects of force. What happened? Just now when I pushed the pen, what happened? Pen started moving. So, when we apply force, force can move a stationary object. When we push a stationary object, it will start to be in motion, or it will move. Second, it can stop a moving object. Think, I'll throw a ball and someone will catch it. So by applying the force, we are catching the ball. So that is, we can stop the moving object. Or a ball is there moving on the floor, we just stop it with our legs. We just apply a brake to the moving bicycle. That is also an example of can stop a moving object. So first effect is it can make a stationary object move, and second, it can stop a moving object. Third effect of force is it can change the speed of a moving body. Change the speed of a moving body. You just take an example of a baller bowling. What happens when a baller balls? Batman will hit it. So when hitting is done on the ball, force is applied on the ball, what will happen? The speed of that ball can change. Depending upon the force with which the ball is hit, its speed can decrease or it can be faster. So if it is faster, you can have a good 6. Fine. Now, next, it can change the direction in the same way. When the hit is given, the change of direction of the ball, also changes. So force can stop a moving object, it can make a stationary object move, it can change the speed of the moving object, it can change the direction of the motion of the object. Now last one is it can change the shape and size of a body. You suppose you have a balloon. You have a inflated balloon. When you apply force, what happens? When you apply force, it gets the shape and size of the balloon becomes changed. Or if there is any paper, you apply force on it, crumble it, the shape and size changes. So that is applying the force. Have a stretch a rubber band. You stretch a rubber band, the shape of the rubber band changes. So these are the various examples of change of shape or size of the body. So these are the effects. Can move a stationary object, can stop a moving body, change the speed of a moving body, change the direction of the motion of the body, change the shape and size of the body. The next one is different types of force. There are two basically different types of force which you have to study here. It is balanced force and unbalanced force. Now what is balanced force and what is unbalanced force? So it's clear to you, children, what is force? Force, push or pull applied on object is force. Now balanced force. What is balanced force? If the resultant of all the forces applied on the body is 0. then that type of force is called as, then it is balanced force. Just opposite. So see, what is balanced force? If the resultant of all the forces applied on a body is zero. Now this is your pen. I am applying force. What I did? I applied force in the other direction also. You can take another example. This is the book. I am just applying force here, and from the opposite direction if I apply the force, what is going to happen? From this side I am applying force, one direction. From the opposite side also I am applying force. What is happening? Is there any change in the position? No. Whereas in the previous case, when just I pushed, there was change in position. But when I am applying force from both the direction, there is no effect of both the forces. One direction, another direction. That is opposite direction. So, when I am applying force from both the directions, there is no change in the position of the object. It is remaining there itself, and there is no effect of force seen. So, the result of the force is zero. The resultant of all the forces, here one direction, another direction, both the directions when the force was applied, the result is zero. The resultant is zero, then it is balanced force. Okay, the effect of the force is not seen. In another case, when it is unbalanced force, you can also take an example of tug of war. You know, that pulling that rope, tug of war. If both the side people are very strong, they'll just pull the rope and no one will move. It will be just stiff. But once if the other one is stronger and the other side is weaker, and you just leave it, the other side will fall. Okay, so that shows unbalanced force. The effect of force is seen here, whereas when both are stronger, there is no change in the rope. So that is balanced. You can clearly see balanced and unbalanced force there. One of the best examples. Now this is, what is unbalanced force? Unbalanced force, if the resultant of all the forces applied on the object is not zero. It is not zero. Then it is unbalanced force. If it is not zero, it is unbalanced force. If it is zero, then it is balanced force. Got it? So this is all about force. We have finished. What is force? Effects of force, balanced and unbalanced force. Further we will see in the next topic.